6, 7, and
Mixed company is comprised of girls and boys who like to dance and sing and compete.
Rehearsals can get pretty long, especially after like a long day of school, and then mixed company, which is like 6 hours a week. It's 6 to 9, 2 times a week. We set up these things called risers, which is basically like the formations, and there's 4 rows, and it usually takes up to like 10 to 15 minutes to set those up.
And then we play recordings of our show, or like the MIDI files, which is like the instrumental, and we'll run around the cab and sing our show. And it's so much fun, and I love it so much. And after we finish running, we'll get a break, and then for the next 2 hours, we will nitpick things in our show that need work. At the end of rehearsal, we do a run-through of the entire show.
You don't really have a big break to do all your homework, so you usually come home at like 9:30 after rehearsal and start your homework like for the first time. So that kind of gets a little bit frustrating, but usually everyone's able to stay on top of it, and our director, Ms. Triano, is very considerate of the fact that we have homework.
The way I look at it is, yes, school is very important. Yes, all of my homework is very important. But I dread the days like at school when I don't have an extracurricular after school. So like when I'm at school, it's much easier to be like positive when I'm looking forward to something later in the day.
Sometimes, especially on days when we're really unfocused or really tired and you can just tell that we're like not there, she'll have us circle up, and we'll usually sing the ballad when we're circled up.
And musically it's good because we get to hear each other, like hear each other's voices instead of just singing outward, all facing the same direction. We're facing the center, so it's like interesting to hear all the voices combine. But it's also like I said, the ballad's really emotional, and you get to look at the faces of all your peers, and you like sing to each other, and it usually gets pretty emotional. And that's kind of just to like connect us as a group, because if we have that connection, we have those bonds that we do, it looks a lot better on stage, and we can make connections like throughout the show. Talking about the way things change, like that we live in a different state. The ballad's actually my favorite number, and it's not because I have a solo, but it's because it's like usually the most emotional part of the show, and so to have a solo in that is a really big like honor. And it's usually a very emotional part for everyone in the group, so like singing along with that emotion is like really awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
Competition, when they come off the stage, they get it. They're like, this is what we've been doing all year.
Or people from other show choirs coming in and saying like, oh, your show is really awesome, like it's really cool to be a part of like something that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we've gotten awards. We've won lots of different things. I don't care about that. It's never about winning the award. It's do your best. If you do your best, you're going to do well. This is our group. We go out there for each other. And you know, wherever you place and whatever human being decides that you're second, third, first, whatever, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I couldn't even tell you what we placed last year anywhere, because we're not about a trophy. We're about a performing group.
do it one more time. 5, 6, 7.